A person who refuses to compromise with circumstances he does not like is an asset that can never be measured in terms of money. All of us have our own things, our problems, our circumstances. But I want to say that if it is bad, then find a way to make it better. But never stop. In life, we all are suspended between the inescapable facts of our lives, and we cannot go back to change them. But the question is what we do to contest them. Are we allowing them to affect our future, or we are learning something from them to make a difference in the future? The people you admire, the people who are very successful, who are very famous, you can see the part of their life when they are enjoying their success and are achieving more and more success, and you are jealous of them. You think that life gave them everything, but I want to tell you that you never saw that part of their lives which was full of struggles, the time before their success. If you had seen that time, then you would not have complained today that how fortunate somebody is and you are not. You don't know how hard life can be. Ask those successful people to whom you consider to be very lucky. They will tell you that life never leaves any chance to test you, and it is same with everybody. But the winners, you see, they accept every challenge, every situation and every hardship in their way, but they do not stop until they achieve their committed goals. Their determination is more powerful than any challenge. No man, let me tell you, no man is ever whipped until he quits in his own mind. We see men who have accumulated great fortunes, but we often recognize only their achievements, overlooking the struggles and failures which they had to tackle before arriving. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and come back with more intensity, more preparation to achieve your coveted goals. If you give up before your goals has been reached, you are a quitter. Let me tell you, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. If you see people who are physically disabled for their whole lives, we can't even imagine how they feel when they see others with perfect bodies. When people see them, they estimate them to be less than others, and society makes them feel like they can't do anything. Do you know how tough it is for them to overcome these challenges and to make things better for themselves? But some of them didn't allow their disability to become their limitations. Some of them have done exceptionally well in their life and became an inspiration for the whole world. Such people are perfect examples to explain that it is not what you receive from life matters, but how we perceive it, how we see it matters. You have seen completely normal people are not able to do the things which some handicapped people have done in their lives. Such people are those who received something worst from their lives, but they found a way to make it better. They found a way to make it better for themselves. It is not the disability that decides whether someone is handicapped or not, but it is the mindset of the people which decides whether they are handicapped or not. So even the toughest situations can be handled and converted into something better, but it is on us. It is completely on us that how we perceive them. If you are committed to make your life better, then even the toughest challenges can't stop you. In every stage of life, you will have your problems. And if you will stop to complain, to cry, to get depressed, to blame, then you will lose your time. And people will surpass you. And by the time you realize this, people will have gone far ahead than you. And then it will become very tough for you to chase them. And then you will lose the opportunity. That's why I said, if it is bad, find a way to make it better, but don't stop. And this is the biggest rule of life if you want to reach the highest peak of success. Millions of people go through life hoping for favorable breaks. Perhaps a favorable break may get someone an opportunity, but the safest plan is not to depend upon luck. The favorable break may come, but what about the determination, definiteness of purpose, and the desire to attain the goal along with persistent efforts of several years, which people who are successful usually do? You want to get everything just for free, which is not possible. Let me tell you, it is not possible. You have to pay the price for everything. It was no ordinary desire that survived disappointment, discouragement, temporary defeat, criticism, and the constant reminder of waste of time. It was a burning desire, an obsession which you can see in the success stories of successful people. You have learned that everything man creates or acquires begins in the form of desire. That desire is taken on the first lap of its journey from abstract to concrete into the workshop of imagination, where plans for its transition are created and organized by you. You need to take your imaginations so high that it can take you to a level beyond expectations. When you will have that level of imagination, it will force you to increase your efforts, your actions to achieve your desired goals. When you have a purpose and you have a proper plan of action to achieve it, and every day you are giving your 100% in following that plan of action, then nothing, no hardship, no challenge will bother you, because then you will have confidence from inside that yes, I am working to achieve something big, something better, and I will achieve it. In your journey towards accomplishing your goals, it is just as essential to know what not to do as it is to know what to do. So keep your mind open and use your experiences of failures from your past to help you now, to prevent you from committing the same mistakes again. If we talk about the world is undergoing rapid changes. This means that you too need to upgrade yourself. Remember that it is not the lawyer who knows the most of the law, but the one who best prepares the case wins. If your case is properly prepared and presented, your victory will have been more than half won there only. The same is the case with life, the field in which you are working. You need to understand the requirements of the changing world. Then you need to understand that what you can give new to the world, and accordingly you have to decide your plans of action to present yourself in front of the world. The preparations are your roots, your preparations are your support system, your most valuable assets, your never reducing income for your whole life. The people who suggest you to stay limited, who suggest you to do less, are not your well-wishers. You can easily find people saying, why are you doing so much struggle, so much hard work? Find an easy way to enjoy and earn more. Such people are your biggest enemies. They are teaching you to stay limited. But if you want to do something big, if you want to do something great, then you need to become limitless in your thoughts, in your desires, in your imaginations. Remember, in the starting, you will find your friends, your cousins, your neighbors, children's, your known to people achieving more success than you. You will find people around you praising them, and at that point, when you will see your struggling life, then you will feel depressed and painful. But believe me, people who get early success without much struggle, life does not have many expectations from them in the long term, because they never expected much from their lives. But that is not the case with you, because you are demanding more from life. You are expecting big, you are expecting something great. So life is also preparing you, life is also expecting big from you. That's why with struggles, failures, hardship, life is preparing you for that big thing which you expected from life. So stop complaining and think, if you will surpass all these hardships, then what you will become in the long term. Anyone who minimizes the importance of success to your future has given up on his or her own chances of accomplishment and is spending his or her life trying to convince others to do the same. You need to make your choices and take initiatives. Let me tell you, everything starts with an initiative to do something, and now it's the time for you to take your initiatives to accomplish something. It is said that if you are not first, then you are last. I know someone, he was very good at acting and wanted to become an actor, but his family wanted him to become an engineer. He didn't have this much guts to convince his family that he wanted to become an actor, because of which he spent many years doing something he didn't want to do. He did engineering and started working in a company, but he was not able to give his best in that job. He had some kind of resentment when he spent another 2 years in that company. He became completely unsatisfied with that work. One day he realized that this is not my calling. He understood that his satisfaction lies in the field for which he had passion, and he thought to switch his profession. But again the same situation was there in front of him: how to convince his family and leave his good earning job to do acting. He was not sure whether he would make good earnings out of acting or not, so he refused this option and continued doing his job. When he was in his 40s, he got a chance to work in an ad film in which he did wonderful acting. Everyone praised him, and first time he enjoyed doing something so much. That day he realized that he spent years doing something which was not for him, and he completely ignored his calling, his passion. But this time he was determined. He said to himself that now I don't care what anybody says. I want to become an actor because this is my passion. I understood this thing. I don't want to regret anymore, and he made a promise to himself that he will give his best from now to do what he likes to do the most. And he left his job, convinced his family, and joined some theater. After 2 years, he started getting offers from movies. Today, he is a successful actor. In one of the interviews, someone asked him that what is his biggest regret. He answered that my biggest regret is that I knew in my teenage that I have a passion for acting, but I ignored it because I was not able to convince my family, because I was not able to make my own decisions, because of which I wasted my 20s, 30s, 40s in doing something which was not for me. If I would have taken that decision as a teenager only, then I could have been one of the biggest stars in the film industry by now. So you can see that every opportunity is a call for initiatives, an initiative to make decision, an initiative to find your ways. If you will ignore what you want and you will not chase it, strive for it, then no matter how close you are to that target, you will lose it. You can make things better for yourself by taking initiatives, because everything starts with an initiative. Before you say, I don't need extraordinary level of success, or success is not everything, or I just want to be happy, or whatever else you may say to yourself, at this very moment, understand one thing. In order to get to the next level of whatever you are doing, you must think and act in a widely different way than you previously have been. You can't get to the next level of something without a mindset to do more. You need to accelerate yourself. You need to give extra efforts. Your thoughts and actions are the reasons why you are where you are today. But if it is bad, find a way to make it better. And remember, only you can bring that change in your life which you are expecting, and no one else. Start looking for a better way to bring you out of your circumstances, your situations. Don't expect anyone to help you when you fall down. You need to pull yourself up. Others might have an opinion about your success, but only you can decide if it is extraordinary for you or not. Only you know your true potential and whether you are living up to it or not. No one else can judge your success but you. So if your circumstances, your situations are wrong, are not good, then find a way to make it better. But never stop. Keep chasing. Your achievements will show the world that what you are, what is in your potential one day. So keep fighting, and keep fighting for the success which you desire for yourself.